Is it somebody right on my core? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Like time through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Yes, how are you? It is hump day. Well, we're in the middle of the week. Baby Crone is with me, but she's not on camera.
Yep, hello.
Wave a hey. And so anyway, let me just say this. The reason why Baby Crone shows up for me, because she does all the work. Like if I need to know something, she's like my secretary. Or what would you say?
Yeah, secretary would be a
secretary. She does all the, if I need her to look up something, she's on it. If I need her, that's what she's there for. However, when she reads, she don't want me around. She don't mind me being around, but she don't want my help unless she calls. If she doesn't summons me, then you know what they say. So anyway, with that being said, I mean, I could never anyway help her the way that, like looking up in the computer, that's just not my judge. But I could if she, but nevertheless, enough with that. Well, anyway, we're hump week. Anything good going on? I'm going to talk about Kim Kardashian. I haven't talked about her in a while, but I'm not really going to talk about her as much, or maybe it depends on what comes up in the cards. But I am going to be discussing this thing. How is she handling the relationship? Okay. How is she handling relationship and motherhood? Okay. Clearly, from what went down the last few days with North being out there, that was like a few days ago, yeah? With North being out there, North feeling away. I don't know. You know what? This is what I feel. I feel as though right at this point,
North appeared at Paris Fashion Week on June 26th.
Right, and we just started talking about this. Mm-hmm. So it just came out. We have a lot to say. You know what? This is where I feel that is Kim and Kanye's mom and dad. What can you do? Mm-hmm. She feels as though her daughter's out there with the her assistant and out there with the bodyguard. She feels as though, mind your business, we got this.
Yep, that's true.
But that ain't gonna stop me from saying something, but she's correct. Mind my business. I'm about to mind my business right now. So the overall is, how is she dealing with everything? Obviously, she is really about, I can't even believe that Kanye and Kim and Bianca let her be out there by herself. Now, the way I understand that Kanye wasn't far away or something. I don't know. You hear stories. I don't know. But nevertheless, let's just go in. So you said, why not read on Kanye? Because at the end of the day, it's who have full custody. The kids live with Kim. Yes. They don't live with Kanye. In that sense, I really can't blame him. I really can't, because they don't live with him. But I still hold him responsible. I don't know. What do you think, baby? What's your sentiment?
Yes, most definitely. Because Kanye used to have a voice and say,
but did he really? Did he really ever really have a voice? Really? No. Not really. So let's just see this. So, and it just seemed like for the first time I saw the little girl, and for the first time she seemed 13 when the guys was taking pictures with her, and she seemed very uncomfortable, and she seemed like she was out of her element, like she didn't know how to handle it. And I just feel as though it's like that. She was at a concert with a woman that was older than her, 21, 22, 24. Is she 21, 24? She's with an older woman, a young girl that's older. So, I mean, older than her. And that's her peer group. So she's singing with
21.
She's singing with the girl that is, she's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 13 years her age. So, wow. 13 years her age. So that's who she's singing with. But if it was Kim, I mean, if it was North, I think her people may be a little bit younger. I'm sure there would be older people bringing their kids. But overall, I would think that crowd. But when you see those young men hugging on her, you kind of want to know. But then again, let's go back a minute. When Justin Bieber was singing, they didn't have any faults about girls kissing on him, hugging women, celebrities.
That's true.
They was kissing on him, hugging on him, saying sexual things. He was hanging out with the Kardashians, went out with Kim and them getting fresh with him. He went out with Courtney. Who knows what happened? I mean, something. People used to think that her son is his child.
Yeah.
So, in that sense, it does, in my opinion, look harmless. I mean, and she is a celebrity.
Yep, she is a celebrity.
And she is a celebrity, and she is what her family made her out to be. She's a little celebrity, Yeah. So we'll see. Well, anyway, this is Kim. Wow. What do you make of this?
Kim full of lies, deception. Or maybe she's surrounded by lies and confusion.
I got it.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh my. Did I shuffle up these cards, baby Crones?
You sure did.
Okay. Okay. What I see stands out for Kim is the devil. And I'm just going to read the cards. That's all I can do. What I see, Kim, I think Kim is deceptive. And it's deceptive in the sense of, in other words, her slip is showing. She says she cares, and I'm not saying she doesn't. But I'm saying it just seems like it's more fluff than what really is. It just seems to me if the devil shows up, then Kim is so busy out there taking care of her lifestyle, doing what she want to do, running around with her boyfriend, letting her daughter do what she wants to do. That's what I think. I think that she just got caught up saying she's safe, she's around her, she's got security guards. My thing is, where were the security guards? Why didn't the security guard says, no, don't touch her? Why didn't the girl that was with her, questions, but she was safe. But anyway, with this devil coming out, I don't even know what to make out of it. So we're going to see here. But I know that whole deception with Kim, that whole situation is centered around deception. In other words, I think who Kim is, as long as is North out there traveling, we're seeing the real Kim. She's not really into that like that. What do you think, baby Cole? She's not really into it like that. She can't be. But she's letting her daughter do what she got to do, and the daughter's out there working and making money when she should be in school. But she's out. Well, school is out, but she's out there in the world doing this, right?
Yes.
Here, I also see like right now is like here she's putting on the mother role.
Okay.
She's absolutely. I guess she was. I don't even know how to even, let me just do this. Right now, as it stands, we see the three, we see that she's stepping in mother role, trying to, like, obviously this offended her. Obviously, because now she's stepping in and she's going to be more hands-on, showing that she cares. This is what she's doing. However, Kim, this is justice. And a lot of times, Kim does things so she won't look bad in the public eye. So when justice show up, it goes back to show me that she's not really interested in all the traveling and going here, sitting in concert. She don't want to do all that. She want her daughter to do it and have a life and have fun and all of that. But Kim herself got better things to do than that. You know, she's like, I got 3 other kids. I got a man. I got a job. I don't have time for that. This is Northie. Northie is doing what Northie want to do, and Northie understand. But I guess when she looked back at the full footage, because she probably seen footage that we didn't get to see, and so now she's stepping in the role, and now she's stepping in as the police stepping in because she doesn't want the bad mouth of the people. She knows that will work against her an extreme way. And I see at the end of this, I see that it's a sword up, a guard up. It's like now her mind, Kim is like this. Kim don't like to be judged for anything that she does that's not right, because it makes her feel insecure. She'd rather fake it till she make it. She'd rather act the part than be the part. You understand? We saw who she was. She let her daughter go out there. Kim has always traveled. Kim has always gone around. Sometimes she take individual times to take her children, but Kim is always traveling alone. Kim is always being with whoever she's dating at the time. She makes room for that. But all at the same time, she feels as though my children have nannies. They're well taken care of. I don't have to worry about that. And if that's the way she wants to raise her child, who are we to judge? Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot to turn that on. Thank you, baby Crone. Who are we to judge? Now, the problem in this is this. I see another 3. So I think with this 3, it just lets me know she don't even know what to do. I think her life is so big. I think Kim's life is so big. Okay. So big that fitting everything in, I don't think that she has the capacity. Unless she's slowing down, unless, the Kardashians are not up there. I don't know. Who knows? They could be filming. Who knows?
Yep, who knows?
They could be filming, but I do know that she just doesn't have the capacity to be there. She's got too much going on in her life that matters to her. You understand? When something matters to you, it's not like I don't care about you, but this right now matters to me. I'm in pursuit of my own dream. North, this is what you want. You're in pursuit. You're going to go with Philly, and Philly going to watch over you, and you're going to have Bob, and you're going to have Jimmy, and they're going to be there, and you're going to be okay. And so, she's used to traveling with nannies and bodyguards, and so I guess it's okay. But for the first time, I saw a distressed look on that little girl's face, that she was very uncomfortable with what was going on, and she showed it, Mm-hmm. So you have a question? Do you have anything about what I said?
I do have a question. Mm-hmm. And my question is, does Kim, since we was talking about this off camera, mm-hmm. does Kim allow Kanye to have any say with North B?
I think that, yes, she does, but they bicker. And I think that Kanye just walks away. I think that North is getting older. And she's got a voice and she has a mouth, and maybe Kanye don't really have a lot of say like he used to when she was younger. So I see here a 5. I see as though he would, or maybe he don't even feel like it matters, because Kim going to do what Kim going to do regardless of what Kanye says. That's been proven. That's the justice right there. It's no justice. And maybe somewhere along the line, not that Kanye gave up, but maybe just Kanye just let her do what she want to do. It's not worth the fighting. Yeah, just like let Kim do what she do. They'll be happy. Maybe it gets along. I don't know. I don't know. He could be upset that she's dating someone. I hope not, because he needs to get over that. I don't think that he's in love with her. I mean, if he was, he would have tried to pursue her at one point. There was a point that she was willing to go back.
She was.
And he didn't. So I don't think that he wants her back. I think at the beginning he did, but when she didn't, he said, okay, I'm gonna marry somebody else. And when I do, it's over. And I think that's what he did. It's like, I want you back. It was like he was just doing everything with the Pete Davis. He was doing everything to get her back, everything to get back. Not as much, from not looking at it now, it wasn't as much as he was trying to get her back for the sake of I'm in love with her. I think he was trying to get her back for his family. Mm-hmm. I think he was trying to get the family back. And clearly, because when he realized that it was a no, he moved on and married Bianca and never looked back since. So I don't even know if he's angry anymore about who she dates or who she goes out with. What do you think? I don't think he cares.
No,
I don't think he cares. I think he cares more of who you remember they're in this field together. And so Kanye hung around a lot of people, and a lot of people know Kanye. And so he probably knows some of these people's dispositions and don't want them around his children. But at this point, it looks like Kim is like, when you really look at it, and this is judgment, but I don't mean to judge. It just seems like with Kim, it's like she's trying to find the best man that's willing to love her and take on her and her kids.
Yes.
And the market is slim. She's a what can I say? She's a package, and even though she's rich. Excuse me, even though she's wealthy, she's not a good package. You understand? You have to be a special kind of person to want to take Kim and her kids and her family. And plus, Kim wants to live in her house in the compound. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot that comes with this.
Yes.
Right? And we've seen this in the past with other gentlemen callers. Mm-hmm. Kim she was expanding her bedroom, but make sure the man have a closet. Kim want a man to come and live on the compound and come under the Kardashian way. I don't think Kim wants to leave the hub of the Kardashian. Mm-hmm. I don't think so.
Not at all.
I don't think so. And that's so she comes with that. She comes with 4 children, mm-hmm. And she comes with Kanye. She comes with a lot. And you got to understand, if you're working and you got money, you may not have $1 billion, but you have millions. You're not going to be worrying about that. So she's dealing with people with money, and people with money, you have to think long and hard. Do you really want to give up your life for 4 kids that's not yours? And you really don't. And and most of them are set in their ways by this point.
Yeah.
North is 13, Saint got to be at least 12 or 11. And then you got, they set in their own minds. And I'm sure that when they get around other men, they all excited and everything like that. I don't know. I don't know, but I'd have to believe that at one point that Kanye just seemed like he just clocked out. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think he don't see the kids as he would like to. I think it was so much drama. I think that, he ain't have no say, and when you, in my opinion, when you treat a man like that, they tend to back off. They tend to wander away. When you done strip them, they don't have no say. You go over them. And so, yes, the world can look at it and say, Kanye this, Kanye that. But what do you do when the kids were young? You didn't listen to him. You took away his rights. He cried, he boo-hooed, he did everything about this. But now she's older. They set in their way. What is he supposed to do?
Exactly.
Is it me? Am I missing it?
No, it's hard when they're set in their ways.
They set in their ways now. So it's like, where's Kanye? I know that he sees her. And sometimes it just looks like to me that Kanye is only caring about one kid, in my opinion.
It does
when
look
it looks that way, and that is Noah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the biggest thing is Noah. And everything centers around Noah. And she gets away, and Kim get away with it because she's the oldest. And that's probably what she tell the other kids, well, she's the oldest, she this, she that. But the other ones are not like that, you know? At least that's what they show. What do you think? So with Kanye, I think that he stays out. Maybe he's feeling like, if I stay out, maybe it'll be more happy. We don't know the ins and outs or how often he sees them, if he sees them. But one thing, I truly believe that Kanye loves his kids. Yes, but I think it's a lot of dark things going on behind the scenes with Kanye and Kim. I think a lot of dark things go on. And at one point, you know, Kim would say this and Kim would say that, and we all believed it. Sure. Now it's like, now we're seeing Kim. We're seeing Kim traveling. We see Kim going without the kids, on her jet, leaving, doing what we see her. This is the one time she couldn't hide behind Kanye. This is Kim. And many people feel as though she was out chasing after Lewis. Who knows? Who knows? You have a question?
Yes, my next question is, of course, about Lewis. I want to know, how's her relationship with Lewis?
Well, I think when I see the magician in this case, it's doing what it needs to do. In other words, it's not perfect because it shows up here in an illusion. And so the magician only deals in illusions, only deals in making the unseen seen, pulling from the absolute into the final destination, and that's the material realm. Anything we want is in the absolute, it's in the universe, it's in the air, it's there for us. And I think if you hit the right chord, you just...
Your string stuck to your... Out there.
I think when you... Thank you, baby. I think that when you do that, I think that... What was I saying?
Talking about bringing down from the absolute to the material realm.
The material realm. And what I see right now... I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. What was I saying?
Talking about the devil and the magician going hand in hand with illusions.
Yeah. So I just see the illusion, even though it's power, it's willpower, but it is either way. The magician deals in illusions and is good at it. It makes you believe that whatever is, but it isn't. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. It depends on if you're entertaining. So for Kim, I see the magician. I just don't think that she's honest about a lot of things. I think that Kim, I want to know, do Kim regret having children?
Okay.
I'm just going to pick a card. Whatever it say. I don't think that she regret. I think she had moments that, you know how you don't regret your children. Maybe you may regret who you had them by, or maybe you regret you had 4, or maybe I do see this is the 4 of wands. Of swords. So I do see there could be Contemplation. Thank you, baby Crone. Go ahead, say.
Or reflection.
Or reflection over it. Not that you don't love your children, but if you could look back over it, she would have done it differently. No doubt. No doubt. Go ahead. Clearly, the children gets in her way. Clearly. No matter, like I said, no matter what she says, her children gets in her way. That doesn't mean you don't love them. You know, many people out there, they have children, they work, they can't be with their children. Some jobs cause you to travel. Everything that Kim does, she does it because she wants to.
Yes.
She doesn't have to do anything. She's a jet setter. She likes to go. She's in fashion and she's going to do it. And she's got skims and she's going to do it until the wheels fall off. And it is the way it is. So my thing is, that's what I'm saying here, being a mother, that's always present before her. Why? Because she's not a good mother. And I'm not saying she's a bad mother. She's the best mother she could be considering her life. Her life takes up more than half. If Kim not going, if Kim not sleeping, if Kim not having to do this and she got 4 children and a relationship.
Yes.
So you looking at Kim. Kim is like, I want to be married. That is so tunnel vision for me, and it's like at all costs.
Yep, at all costs.
She doesn't care. You kind of wonder, do you really love a person, Kim? Or do you just want to get married? It seems like she's in love with the idea of marriage. Like, who am I if I'm not married? Mm-hmm. Who am I, if I'm not married? And this will be her 4th time around. And she's looking for a husband. Instead of, trying to find a husband, she doesn't need a husband. That's the kicker. Mm-hmm. She doesn't need a man, but she doesn't see that. Go ahead.
You know who she kind of reminds me of?
Who?
J-Lo.
Talk to me.
With J-Lo.
Talk, I'll be right there.
Okay. With hello guys.
Keep talking.
Yes. So with J-Lo and the way that we've seen the way she is portraying the fact that she's excited / sad that her children are going away. Yet Mama Crone and I was talking off camera. We were like, we forgot that Jennifer Lopez even had children. So it's almost like if Kimberly could do the same thing that J-Lo did, where she can find a way to not get her kids out of her life, but a way where she can enjoy her life guilt-free and not have to be bogged down by her children.
Was.
Oh.
You have it.
But because of that, I was thinking that her and J-Lo was like maybe the ideal version that Kim.
I see. But see, J-Lo had 2 kids. Mm-hmm. And J-Lo is the same way. Mm-hmm. But I think, excuse me, I think in a way J-Lo owns that.
Okay.
I heard her say, I had to work. I don't think she's ever going to say I wasn't a fit mom. But you know what? At the end, your work speaks for you. I don't see J-Lo children hanging off of her like ornaments. Mm-hmm. I don't see that. I see Kim children talk to her like disrespect. Yep. She tells them to do something. They tell her, shut up. She has no control over her kids. Mm-hmm. She's not around them like that. You understand? And when she is, like when she's in the making her face up, she doesn't want to be bothered. But they have nannies. And thank God that they have nannies, because in that sense, because she has nannies and the nannies step in and be the mother to these kids. Yes. It doesn't look like it's neglect. Mm-hmm. You understand? Because rich people have been doing this for so long, letting nannies raise their children. Yeah. And they turn out, we see, for so long. They want the kids, but they don't want to sacrifice for their kids. And so the nanny becomes the mother, the father, the everything. That's what the nanny becomes. Right? And so the children are more closer to the nanny than they are they close to their mother and father, but they don't have that kind of respect because they're not there in the pivotal times. They're not there when the children are sick. Not really. They're not there How? When you're traveling, you're all over the world doing what you have to do. In that sense, I feel my personal opinion is, why have children if you can't raise them?
That's true.
Why have children? And it's easy for the world, for people that don't have children, that don't have nannies, and they have to do this thing. And when they fall through the crack, we call them unfit.
Yes.
When the rich people have nannies, they not there for them like that. I'm not saying they don't love their children, but their careers first. That's why they have nannies, live-in nannies, 24-hour nannies.
Yes.
A kid could have 4 nannies.
Yep.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So, but we don't see that as unfit. We don't see that because the mother and father's not there. We don't see that. We just see it, well, the nanny is taking care of them.
Yeah, at least they have supervision.
They have supervision. We can't complain about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see that. I just wanted to make that point. I don't know why that lingered with me. I just feel as though,
because it's a common trend in Hollywood.
Yeah, and I feel as though it's a little unfair about it. I think it's a little unfair for other people to judge other people when you're not raising your kids, not really, but somebody out there that's working, that's a doctor, a dentist, or a regular person, a hairstylist, a barber, a nurse, I don't know, an engineer, that don't have billions. They just maybe making a pharmacist. They make good money. They may make 6 figures. They may make 7 figures, but they got to keep working to make it. Whereby you got $1 billion. You don't have to do this. And for that, I just feel it's just a little bit unfair in that. I don't know if you understand my point.
Mm-hmm. Get the greed and the money.
Yeah, the greed and the money, but they get away with it. And we see their kids grow up and we see how they behave.
Yep, we do.
You understand? And a lot of these kids, they grow up and they try, many of them follow in their parents' shoes, or they exceed their parents.
Yes.
I don't know. But anyway, I definitely see that Kim does have on the mother role right now. She is. After that was jarring for her. That was offensive. She was embarrassed because she got to see that. Mm-hmm. So that was embarrassing. And I think that she got caught. What do you mean? Being deceptive. You wasn't there. If that never happened, we would have thought Kim was in the background somewhere. Mm-hmm. You understand? She was being deceptive, and she got caught in that, and that's embarrassing. You understand?
Yes.
Kanye wasn't there, but Kanye isn't there. He already got a bad rep, a bad name, but we already see Kanye and that little girl. And I said it then and I say it now. This little girl is so much like Kanye. They let her do what she want to do.
Yeah.
Because I think the little girl went off one time and wrecked the furniture or something. Mm-hmm. And I think they sent her to her father. This is a few years back from where we heard the story, allegedly. And so from that point, you've seen Kim change the way she treats North.
Yes.
She lets North do what North want to do. And she watches her. And she always say that North is her challenge. In other words, she's saying, let me put it in another way. North is the thorn in my side. North is my teardrop. North is what she tests me. She even say I'm better for North.
Yes.
She makes me better.
Mm-hmm.
I was like that for my mom, but not in a bad way, just having this gift of seeing things. Mm-hmm. It was hard for her to handle that, and it scared her, and it was very uncomfortable. But nevertheless, I definitely see that right now that Kim, she's been humiliated. She's been humiliated. And her mother, and this is not the first time her mothering has been questioned.
Exactly.
So she's been questioned, and now all eyes on her. And she sees she can't hide behind Kanye. Mm-hmm. And now that she's got Lewis, it looks a little peaked. And so everyone is judging. But we will sit back and we will watch and we will see what will become of this saga?
Yes.
What do you think?
Because
Baby
North still has to go on tour.
have to go on tour. She has to promote her music.
Exactly. So this is all the beginning. You know, it almost feels like from outsiders looking in, it kind of looks like Kim just threw North to the wolves.
Because ever since she went off that time, allegedly, I think that Kim just said, she don't want to go to school, let her stay home. Let her do this. Just get along. Get along. She'll be 13 soon. Outcome, I think at the end of the day, I know Kim love her kids. And I have to say that. She love her kids. And one thing that I can see in North, I don't know the rest because she sheltered them. They not her thorn. I think Saint may be. But what I do see, I see that she loves her kids and she loves them. I have to say it. She loved them from a distance. I don't know how. I honestly, I seen this cup and all of a sudden I just said I just wanted to give her accolades. But the cut showed me as a hand reaching out. Mm-hmm. And for that, my mind said distance. So she loves them truly, but she loved them from a distance. And that's all I got to say about that. I hope you enjoyed this reading about the Kardashian, Kim and Louis and Kanye and kids and her life. Everything I say is allegedly, but I just could feel the chaos that she lives under every day, especially when you have four, can I say it?
Yeah.
Monsters. Little monsters. And what I mean, kids that are very strong, very opinionated, very feisty, kids that speak their mind, because that's how she allowed them to grow. That's why I say little monsters, not in an evil way, like little monsters, like in a tier of endearment, but hard to deal with.
Yep.
So I think, what's that girl that did, what's her name? Gaga, like little monsters like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please subscribe and become a sunflower. We'd love to have you. Welcome to our family. You always find love here. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. So appreciate it. Please give us a thumbs up if you don't mind. It means the world to us. And last, you know what we say. I gotta find my recorder. Here we go. Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And don't forget to thumb us up.
Hey,
Hey, sunflowers.